Blackwood Manor stood tall and foreboding on the outskirts of the small, forgotten town. Its dark, ivy-covered walls seemed to absorb the light, casting eerie shadows that danced across the overgrown lawn. The townspeople spoke of the manor in hushed tones, warning of the ghost that haunted its halls. Eliza Turner had always been drawn to the mysterious and the macabre. An amateur historian, she had come to Blackwood to document its haunted past, driven by the allure of uncovering the truth behind the chilling tales. Determined and unafraid, she ignored the warnings of the townsfolk and made her way to the manor on a foggy autumn afternoon. As Eliza approached the grand iron gates, they creaked open as if beckoning her inside. She felt a shiver run down her spine but pushed forward, her curiosity overcoming her fear. The front door of the manor was ajar, inviting her into its dark, silent interior. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Eliza clicked on her flashlight and began her exploration, taking in the faded wallpaper, the crumbling furniture, and the eerie silence that enveloped the house. Her footsteps echoed through the empty halls as she made her way to the grand staircase that led to the upper floors. According to the legend, the ghost of Lady Blackwood, a widow who had gone mad with grief after the mysterious disappearance of her husband, haunted the manor. Some said she still roamed the halls, searching for her lost love, while others claimed she was seeking vengeance on those who dared to trespass. Eliza climbed the staircase, each step groaning under her weight. She reached the second floor and began her search for the master bedroom where Lady Blackwood had spent her final tormented days. As she entered the room, a sudden chill filled the air, and she felt an oppressive presence surrounding her. Ignoring the growing unease, Eliza began to set up her equipment, a camera, a voice recorder, and an EMF detector. She took out her notebook and started jotting down her observations. Suddenly, a cold breeze swept through the room, extinguishing her flashlight. In the pitch-black darkness, she heard a faint whisper, a woman's voice filled with sorrow and despair. "Why have you come here?" Eliza's heart raced, but she managed to keep her composure. "I want to understand your story," she replied, her voice trembling. "I want to know what happened to you." The whisper grew louder, filled with anguish. "He never came back. He left me here, alone." Eliza felt a cold hand brush against her cheek, and she recoiled in fear. The air grew colder, and the voice became more desperate. "Help me find him. Help me bring him back." Desperate to escape the overwhelming presence, Eliza stumbled out of the room and down the hall. As she ran, she heard the mournful wails of Lady Blackwood echoing through the manor, growing louder with each step. She reached the front door and flung it open, only to be met with a wall of darkness. The world outside the manor had vanished, replaced by an endless void. Eliza turned back, realizing she was trapped. The ghost's sorrowful cry filled the air, a haunting melody that seeped into her very soul. "Please, help me." Eliza knew there was no escape. She was now a part of the manor's tragic history, destined to wander its halls forever, just like Lady Blackwood. The manor had claimed another soul, and the townsfolk's warnings echoed in her mind as the darkness closed in around her. The haunting of Blackwood Manor had claimed yet another victim, and its legend would continue to grow, drawing in the curious and the brave, only to trap them in its eternal night.